Labour MPs always make a fool of themselves, don't they? I mean, it's crazy just how often it is, and how detached they are from the world. In today's video, we are going to watch a fiery interaction between a Labour MP and British National on live television. Not only that, but we will also go over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. So without further ado, let's have a watch.
Just on law and order and the whole prisons issue, perhaps Labour and the Tories should stop blaming each other as to why we're in the mess and start talking about how we're going to fix it and get out of it.
We are talking about that.
Well, you just spent a few minutes blaming the Tories for not building enough prisons, whilst you just let prisoners out, only to send a lot of them back.
I explained why we're in the crisis that we're in. You're absolutely right. But I also talked about building more prisons, more neighbourhood policing, more police officers. I could talk about violence against women and girls and how we're going to tackle that as well.
So let's see it. Let's see your leader, the former Director of Public Prosecutions, actually do something.
Do you know what? I totally agree with you. Let's see. We are doing stuff, and you're going to see it. You're going to see it. You saw how the Prime Minister handled that violent disorder over the summer.
We saw it, and I don't think a lot of us liked it.
He handled it really well. You know, Ranul, you just mentioned two-tier policing. That's a really, really insidious...
I'm sorry to say, that's exactly what we're seeing.
Ranul, no. There were police officers. Policing is without fear or favour. There are police officers in this country that were putting their lives on the line. Some of them got injured. Okay, they ended up in hospital. To suggest that they're not doing their jobs
properly... They're being directed by your government.
That's really wrong.
By your government.
Okay, everyone, I'm going to let Ranul...
What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, the new Labour government's proposed reform of the non-dom tax regime could cost the taxpayer £6.5 billion by 2035, according to new research. A report from the Adam Smith Institute determined scrapping the HM, Revenue and Customs HMRC status would axe 23,000 jobs from the UK's economy over the next 6 years. This will be due to the loss in investment and consumption, with Chancellor Rachel Reeves being urged to reconsider her overhaul of non-dom tax rules. Under the tax raid, a quarter of the UK's 21,100 non-domiciles will be forced to move overseas in a move that will cost the economy £600 million annually in lost gross domestic product, GDP, by the end of the decade. According to the Adam Smith Institute, this will balloon to £1.3 billion a year by 2035, leading to an overall loss of £6.52 billion over the next 10 years. Plans to scrap the tax status were confirmed by former Chancellor Jeremy Hunt during the spring budget, with the idea to introduce time-limited tax breaks on overseas wealth residing in Britain instead. However, Reeves has pledged to take this one step and shut down non-dom-linked inheritance tax breaks altogether. Axing the non-dom tax regime once and for all was a Labour manifesto pledge that the party claimed would raise £5.2 billion for the public purse by 2028 to 29. It is understood that Reeves is looking into changing this initial electoral promise to ease concerns about a mass exodus from the UK's non-dom elite. Under the non-domiciled tax system, wealthy people who live in Britain but have a permanent home overseas do not have to pay tax on foreign earnings unless the money is brought back to the UK. Maxwell Marlowe, the think tank's research director and co-author of the report, believes the proposed changes will lead to the economy taking a hit. He explained, "The Prime Minister says that wealth creation is the #1 priority of this government. He should therefore ditch his current plans for a non-dom raid that will cost the UK billions in lost revenue." In its assessment, the Adam Smith Institute is recommending an Italian-style flat fee of £150,000 on non-dom wealth. Since 2019, Italy has had a tax flat charge equivalent to only £85,000 on all foreign income. Based on the think tank's findings, such a charge will generate £12.45 billion in tax revenues. A Treasury spokesman said, "The Office for Budget Responsibility, OBR, will set out costings in the usual way at budget. We are addressing unfairness in the tax system so we can raise revenue to rebuild our public services. The outdated non-dom regime will be replaced with a new one to attract the best talent and investment to the UK." Lastly, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are set to recreate a Malibu in Europe, as the couple have bought a property in Troya Peninsula alongside other A-list celebrities. The gated luxury development, set on 722 acres and located between the bijou villages of Melodies and Comporta, is described on its website as the simple luxury of natural European living. It has many activities and attractions attracting top celebrities to its beaches, including surfing, a golf course and a wellness centre. Prince Harry recently showcased his impressive surfing skills in a video shared on professional surfer Raimana van Bastelar's Instagram account. The video shows the Duke of Sussex navigating a 6-foot artificial wave in California. The couple will be close to Princess Eugenie and her husband, Jack Brooksbank, who moved to Costa Terra Golf and Ocean Club in 2023, a luxury development of 300 properties by the sea in Melodies. The Troya Peninsula has been referred to as the Hamptons of Portugal, or the Malibu of Europe. The couple visited the destination, located to the south of Lisbon, the Portuguese capital, in 2023, on a trip around Europe. They flew to Lisbon before travelling south to meet Harry's cousin, Princess Eugenie, and her family, who split their time between London and Portugal. Like Harry and Meghan, Eugenie has 2 young children, August 3 and Ernest 1, who visited the Sussexes in California and featured in their 2022 Netflix documentary. Brooksbank works in sales and marketing for Discoveryland Company. The members-only Costa Terra Club in Portugal is Discovery's first venture into Europe, but has similar golf communities in the States, the Caribbean, and Mexico. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are expected to keep their £19.5 million home in California, which they famously moved to in 2020 after stepping back as working royals. The area was traditionally known for fishing and rice growing before its redevelopment. It would be their first European home since 2023, when the King asked the couple to vacate their home at Frogmore Cottage. British Stand reported earlier this week that the couple had bought a new property in Portugal, and that Meghan and Harry's return to the UK is further away than ever. The Duchess of Sussex abandoned her bid to become a British citizen after she and Prince Harry moved to California in March 2020, less than 2 years after their wedding. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. I want to say a quick thank you for all the support on this channel. We are growing very fast and are getting closer to our goal of 100,000 subscribers. We want to spread the news that the mainstream media refuses to show. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.